Hey guys, it's me, Stuffy Cat. Uh, uh, what do I say? Um, this is supposed to be like a little update video on the channel, just because these past few months, probably year, actually, uh, it's probably been a lot for people who want to stay up to date with the channel, and I get it. It is a lot, and I've been putting you guys through a lot, and especially those who uh, want to stay up to date, want to support the channel, and just care about it, I guess. And not trying to put down anybody who doesn't quote unquote care about the channel, because like there's obviously a lot more important things to care about. Just the channel's special to me. Anyways, this wasn't supposed to be a somber boo-hoo video. This is actually really exciting. I am so excited for the future of the channel, for the future of everything, and I think I know why. And the whole entire excitement, I hope you can hear in the background music that I tried to, you could say, cook up for this video. A lot of it has already been cooked and was kind of just waiting in the oven. But besides all of that, I think I know why I'm so excited, and why there's this just this hope and this joy in the channel now. And it's not creativity, it's not freedom, it's not feeling like the weight of the world isn't on my shoulders anymore, even though kinda. Sorry. It's because well, I think that I think I've fully given over the channel to God. I want God to do with this channel what he wants to do. I want Jesus to work through this channel, to change people's lives through this channel, to change my life. He's already changed my life through this channel, and obviously a lot more outside of it. But just, I want to follow God's will with the channel now. Because everything up to that, like, sure, it was fun, it was alright, it was, you know, it was cool, it was just, I don't want to say dumb fun, but it was just doing videos for the sake of doing videos, and I mean, that's fine, but now I feel like there's a purpose behind it. A real, tangible purpose that not even I understand. Sorry. So, yeah. And I know to some of you, I might be sounding like, finally, this guy has picked up what has been needed to put down for so long. And some of you are like, what is this guy reaching for? What? He is lost it all, and he is just... And you know what? I have lost it all. But I never had it all to begin with. I think that's something that I needed to realize a while ago. That, I never had it all to begin with. Nothing in this world will suit the desire of the heart, the desire of the soul. Nothing. And you can say, oh, well, you know, your love can do that, or if I just got this much money, or if I just saw this person smile. But it's all temporary. And you know what? I never had it all. I never truly had that fulfillment. But whenever I have God, whenever I think of God, whenever I think of Jesus and how he has imparted his pardoned me with his righteousness, because he loves me that much, that just fills the gap, the void, with something unexplainable. Anyways, I want to fit as much stuff as I can into this. I guess along with that, I don't want this to be like, ooh, life lessons with Stuffy Cat thing, because obviously that's not what a lot of you came here for. It's for an update of the channel. But I feel like I have grown closer to God in these past years, and I just want to express the joy that I have because of that, and the joy that you could also have with that by coming close to God, because it has seriously given me this peace and this calmness that I've never experienced before, and it's just it's unexplainable. Anyways, so I want to get to the update stuff soon, so I guess well, actually, you know what, I'll sprinkle in some update stuff right now. You might have been seeing that I've been posting a lot more or focusing on a lot more of music related stuff lately. Like this was a little bit while ago, but the Gamer's Own Tale stuff, the Outmoy's themes, DK's Massacre themes, or I guess I didn't call it back then, but still. And then I kind of fell away from making videos, and there was still some videos here and there that I enjoyed and all of that, but I just fell away from it. And during that time, I made a lot of promises to you guys. I made a lot of, okay, the channel's gonna come back with this new and improved series, and it's gonna be awesome. I think like the first was Oblivishir, the idea of a Squid Game like series where a bunch of new plushies are put in a crazy scenario, and oh no, they have to escape the scenario, but the catch is, through all of these terrible games that they go through, whoever loses is forgotten forever. So they're fighting to be remembered by everybody else, because all of that, and when they're forgotten, it's not even like anything happened. It was a lot, and the video was too long, and also too kind of existentially depressing. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good amount of existential uncertainty in my videos. I mean, yeah, but it didn't sit right. And after that, Subcon, I tried to mess with for a little bit. I still like the Subcon series, I might come back to it, but that just didn't sit right either. Then I even vaguely tried to get into Awakening, if any of you remember that. It's like a community post that I said, this is gonna be it, guys, this is gonna be my Among Us plush replacement, and it's gonna make the channel better again, and I'm gonna... But no, it didn't do anything either. And the reality of the matter is that I was constantly trying to fill this space that I thought was missing from the channel, that would reignite the passion that I have for it, for making videos again. Like, I want to do this, I want to do that. Okay, I'll reignite it with this, I'll reignite it with that. But it was all my own fire, and you can't reignite your own fire when all of you have is just smoke. And I don't know if that's like a good saying. I'm trying to make this as enjoyable to listen to as possible for an update video. I know it's like 20 minutes long or whatever, but let's just do a quick plush break. Yeah. Alright, it's the plush time! Oh, now you already saw the plush. Let's start over here. So, plush section of the video, this is where I'm just going to be yapping about plushes for probably 5 or so minutes, and, yeah. Spamton and Jevil! Woohoo! Big big shot, you know? I really want to use these guys in some sort of anything. And a lot of these plushies that I have around are kind of just me. It's sorry. It's probably going to be me as a broken record just saying over and over again, I really like these plushies, and I wish if I had a chance to put them in literally anything. And starting with these two, I mean, Deltarune Secret Bosses, woo! I mean, you know, video games, Deltarune, I try to not make as big of a deal now. I kind of like games now because I get to spend time with people while playing them. But like, also, you gotta know that I am so looking forward to Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 coming out in 2025. That might date this video, but whatever. Like, you know that there's gonna be 2 more plushies for this. And recently, Sham plush was announced. To me, he kind of looks a little bland, or whatever Sham is. Sham looks a little bland, but, you know, it kind of goes along with plushies in general. I'm kind of laying off of buying plushies. Well, we'll get to you, but I'm kind of laying a little bit lower on buying plushies now, just because, I don't know, and also making plushies, because, well, I don't know, guys, I have so many plushies. So, I think it's about time that I start, you know, pulling back a little, you know, because, I feel like I should instead be thankful and happy of the plushies that I have right now and use those instead of being like, more, because it'll never be enough. It never will be. Anyways, yeah, super excited for new leitmotifs and new characters in Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4. Not like the most thing I'm excited for in the world, but still really exciting. So, yeah. These are kind of just some plushies that I have that I kind of selected because I want to do something with them, but I don't know how. Metaton. Bro, Metaton is so Metaton-y. It's showtime! Ooh! Actually, you know what? I was thinking about doing like some sort of Mario Party series. That would be a fire host for a Mario Party series. I guess comment in the description if you really want to. You can't comment in the description. Comment in the comments if you want to. If you'd be interested in seeing a revamped and revitalized Mario Party plush series, or just Super Plush Party, because it's not going to be just Mario. And yeah, and also Mario Party Jamboree. I have that. Been playing it with the family a good amount recently. Really fun game. I definitely recommend if you have people to play it with. Then Maratsuki, Yume Nikki, awesome music. Kind of, you know, it kind of goes with the whole entire layers or whatever, Out My Way Tale, Out My Way Rune, whatever it was, series that I started, that I tried to kickstart at least. It was in one of these plush videos. No, not it was in one of these update videos that I was like, I'm gonna make a video just to make the video. And that was really fun. And then later on, I looked back on it totally wrong, and I was like, you know what? We need to do exactly what I did back then and continue the story. And I mean, I think it was good, and it was a kind of therapeutic video to make, but no. Saying that, hey, we definitely need to 100% go back and just work on that, that's a little silly of me. So, sorry, but I don't know if part 3 of that's coming out. We'll see. And then we got this guy, Freddy Frostbear. Little known fact, I guess it is. It could be known because Stuffy Cat Iceberg. If you know, you know. But Freddy Frostbear, I was and still pretty much am a Ethan Neville fan. He hasn't been posting as much lately, but I think I can kind of understand why. Anyways, but
Freddy Frostbear I always thought was like a cool dude, especially in his Among Us plush series, and now I have him. Super cool guy, super detailed, and looks as cool as you would think he would. But yeah, cool dude. I really want to use him in an upcoming video or upcoming series. Like, I'm gonna get into the after this. There's gonna be a good amount of talking, and then I'm gonna finally get into some of the stuff that I'm looking forward to in like upcoming series. But this guy I really want to add to that upcoming series. But the thing is, I'm already using a character like him as a main character, so we'll just have to see. Really excited, really thankful of that blessing. And then these goobers. These goobers, I'd like to say, are in a special type of purgatory because they're like made with really specific purposes, or really no purpose at all. Like, I'm sorry, Infinity Bedoy, you were kind of made just because I was like, you know, it'd be cool, Bedoy, but Thanos. And you know what? He looks cool. He is the same type of Bedoy plush as I have for Bedoy or Enderman. He's official. I custom made him into a Thanos boss character with all of the custom markers for everything, and I don't know how I'm gonna use him because he's so specific. It's kind of, yeah. And then we have Spamton, kind of just another for fun thing. Spamton, but he's Mario, or yeah, pretty much. Again, so specific. I don't know how I'm gonna use him, but we'll see. And then I don't even know what I named this guy, but this guy was for Subcon, and he was supposed to be a lot more Subcon-y. Again, don't know what I'm exactly gonna do with this guy because he's very specific. It's like a ghost form of Shy Guy. I feel like I could probably find a use for this guy. I just haven't been able to use him in like very many things at all, and I don't know. He's kind of drab. How dare you say that? And then this guy is probably the one who has it the worst. He was supposed to be a huge big boss in what was it? The Choice full series, because I was planning on making a full series until I realized that's gonna be way too much work, way too much. Supposed to be a combination of, you know, Undyne the Undying and Spamton, and of course, you know, Dry Bones. But now he's kind of just like, let me do something, let me do anything, please. So, yeah. Don't want to end on a downer like that, but there are some characters, and I almost guarantee that there are going to be some way. There is going to be somewhere. Sorry for the bad grammar, but there's going to be some sort of way that I'm going to be able to have these guys in a video, hopefully. So, enough yapping. I probably put a timestamp at the beginning if you just want to skip this section, but yeah. Anyways, back to the video. Even though this was a video, but shh.
Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah. So the whole entire stuff about the channel, I made so many promises, and I just want to step out there and just tell you guys, I am so sorry. I hate giving promises and then not being able to fulfill them, not keeping true to my promise, pretty much lying to all of your faces, even though not really, but you get what I mean. It's so wrong, and it was wrong of me to do, and to actually just straight up promise. There were a bunch of things that I thought I was gonna do, and you never know if it's actually that, if it's actually gonna happen, if it's actually going to come through. Tomorrow is never a guarantee, you know? And I disregarded that because I thought my plans are so cool and they're so good that they're gonna do it. We're gonna win, and then we're gonna do Among Us plush series. Oh, it's gonna be so good, and then we're gonna do an Undertale plush series where I make a plush for every single character in Undertale. Little did I know I was making idols for myself to fulfill later on. And of course, they didn't fulfill. None of them did. And I kind of just feel a little disappointed. A little known fact is that, well, I'm still in high school for one, but junior year, I was originally planning on, and still kind of planning on, after high school, going into a gap year, just to finish up all of the loose ends with the channel. Like, finish up World 1 with a huge, cool movie, and there was so much other stuff planned too, oh my gosh. I just want to, like, tell you about it, but I don't want to tell you about it because, the storyline I still want to use, but at the same time, right now it seems like it's not going to come through, and lately it seems like it's not going to come through, and I feel like a good amount of you who even remember the channel anymore, since I barely upload, don't think it's going to come through, and I get that, and I'm sorry. World 1, I have been trying to lead up to this crazy, it's silly, but this crazy climactic end that's like Undertale neutral routes, your best nightmare and finale, final boss against Dry Arc Bowser, where Koopa is super and he fights him to the death, and he has to put Dry Arc Bowser out of his sad misery or whatever, and I don't know. I still really like that idea, and sorry for all those who are gonna remember that, for if I ever actually do choose it to be like the final, stuff for the channel, but it's just, I did, and I said this in earlier videos too, gameplay videos, that is, I was kind of binding myself to the chains or shackles, I probably called them, of the expectations of what I wanted to fulfill, instead of it being fun. And yeah, I did do that. And when I didn't meet my expectations, I would beat myself up about it. I'd be like, come on, you have all this time and you're just wasting it away. And you have all of these plushies and you're wasting them away. I probably have a lot more stuffed animals in my room than, I don't want to make that kind of generalization, but I just might. Then probably a lot of those who watch this video, which, seeing as my recent view counts, nothing against the views, obviously. This isn't for views in the first place. This is for those who are, committed and all that. But, where was I going with this? Probably more than a lot of people ever will. And those are blessings that I have. Those are blessings that I've been given that I can use to serve and to help others. But instead, I look at them like they're curses. Things that whenever I look at them, I feel immense guilt and shame. Look at you, you're just sitting there feeling sorry for yourself with that recent health condition that you've been struggling through for 3 or 4 months. The recent work that you've been struggling through. Ooh, why can't you just do better so then you can actually do something with all of this? You're wasting away. You're wasting your life. You're wasting every precious second that you have on this earth. And I just have to stop and say, no. Shut up. Those are lies. I am not wasting my life away by dealing with things that aren't the channel. I am not wasting my last seconds on this earth or whatever by doing anything other than focus on the channel. The channel is not that important. It's not. The important part of the channel is serving others, is giving others something to watch, is doing something for others. Not the channel in itself. It never should be, and it never was just about the channel in itself. So it should never be, and never will be, I hope, about the plushes in themselves. Because when I think about that, then the enemy tries to spin lies in my mind. That makes me feel guilty and horrible about myself when I shouldn't. When I should feel excited for this channel and what it has in store. All of it. I'm so excited. I can do so many things, so many great things that I can't even imagine, because I have God, and God can do those things through me. It's not about me. It's not about the channel. It's not about anything. It's all about Jesus, and I want it to be all about Jesus. I really do. Anyways, I'm gonna have to finish this later. This is crazy that I'm kind of just going from a climax to a bye type deal, but I gotta head to bed, so I'll finish this tomorrow. Yeah. Sorry if I've been boring you. Alright, so part 2 here. Yeah. Okay, I'd like to preface all of this by just saying something that I meant to say last time, because it was literally Thanksgiving when I recorded the last part. But thank you. I am so thankful of all of you. And I just it's hard to describe how thankful I am for just those who are there. Like, I'm thankful for all of you, 100%. I'm thankful for those who came and watched one video and won't even see this video or any of my other videos. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for those who come and watch all of my videos and are avidly excited to see my content. That's just, it gives me a warmth. And I'm thankful for those who are like medium watching. I'm thankful for those who are like crazy fans who know all of the lore and every single intricacy, whatever. I know that probably is not one of out there, but what I'm trying to say here is I'm thankful for all of you guys, all of you Riggidy Roos out there, and everything that you have to do. And recently I've kind of had to see that through my views as well. Like, I know I said a little bit earlier that, you know, views aren't what should matter the most, you know, but it does show how many people are being engaged, how many people are exposed to the content that I'm getting out there. And sometimes, yeah, it's discouraging. I want others to be encouraged by the content that I think is cool, but when they don't see it, then it's a bit of a letdown. But I think there's peace in knowing that every single person who watches my videos, whatever video it may be, it was the video they were meant to watch at that specific time in their life. It was simply God's will. It's what was needed to be done. And the whole entire thing with God's will is super confusing, so I'm not going to try to do any of that. And also, I would like to say this: anything that I say at all, like especially about God and Christianity and Jesus and all of that, anything I say at all, if you're thinking, or if you're just thinking, yeah, I would challenge you, if you so choose, to compare what I say with the truth, what it says in the Bible, because there could be some really good sounding things that I say, and then it appears that in the Bible it's that was just me talking whimsical, hopeful myself, just whatever, instead of actually telling the truth. So yeah, anyways, I kind of got sidetracked in the last part, and I wanted to go back around to the storyline that I kind of left behind. I know there was a lot of things that I promised and a lot of things that I didn't come through with, such as Oblivishir. I don't know if any of you were like super crazy about that, but Oblivishir, then recently the Among Us plush test series. And again, kind of going on with that guilt stuff from last time. If I don't look at it the right way, then I will end up feeling guilt and shame towards those things. Like, I recorded the whole entire first part of Oblivishir. It's all recorded, and it's pretty decent. It's like halfway edited, kind of, but it's just, like I said in the last part, really depressing, kind of. And it's hard to edit something that's super depressing and you don't look forward to making any extra parts for. Looking at it now, Oblivishir is an extremely depressing concept in itself, so I guess that kind of checks out. But like Among Us Flesh, I tried replacing that. I think there's just this special simplicity yet room for complexity in Among Us that just keeps at least me coming back to it, or plush tubers in general, but that's another time. And I have all of Among Us plush Delta Test? Yeah, I think it's Delta Test. Among Us plush Delta Test, I have all of that recorded. And I also think it's a pretty decent story that could be cool to tell, but there's just no motivation there for some reason. So, all that being said, I know this is a bit of a cop-out, or at least it's going to seem like a cop-out, but if I'm going to be trusting in God's will with the channel, then I probably should check in with Him before I promise something. I should check in with Him before I record something. I should check in with Him before I make something. I should check in with Him before anything, but, So this kind of... what I'm trying to say is, I would love to bring closure, especially to the big series that I have, like World 1. Oh my. Like I was saying last night, I really want to bring closure to that series, but if it's not in God's will, then I don't think it should be in mine either. And I know that's hard to hear for a lot, especially those who might have been invested in the World 1 plot. I myself was and am really invested in the World 1 subplot, whatever. I'm really invested in it still. I think there's a lot of potential with it, and I think it can still have a lot of potential to go with, creativity wise, parodying other series wise, all of that. But if you're trying to keep on going for something that you think is good, but God doesn't have for you, it's probably not going to seem right. And it's probably not going to go the way you wanted it to, because it was never really meant to be in the first place. Again, this is kind of just me spouting out stuff. I mean, I don't want to discredit myself or devalue my words, but I think words do inherently have a lot of impact and meaning to them. So I don't want to be a snare or trap anybody, and just something that I thought up and thought sounded good, but wasn't even good to begin with. So yeah. What I can say right now, though, is the truth. is that Jesus loves you and that he wants you. He wants you. He wants to be in a relationship with you. That's really all he's wanted. He's wanted just you. He's wanted for you to openly love him and choose love, as he, time and time again, forever, because God is love, chooses for you. The greatest commandment: love God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself, I think. Verse of the day there. I think there's some planning in that. Anyways, I don't want to get too, preachy to you guys, because I'm no preacher. I'm just here to try to spread love, and by now I think the music is probably more than done, so I'm either finding some together themes to throw in there, or finding some, I don't know, chill Minecraft music or something, I don't know. Anyways, some of the last things that I wanted to say, I do believe, for all of those who know the, what was it? The second to last entry on the Personal Dreams iceberg, End Times. Spoilers for that, I guess, but just a general synopsis. The whole entire dream consisted of me in the playroom with my dad on my side. I was dying. He was sad. I was sad. But for some reason, when I turned over to him, I was talking about Battle for the Victory Plush Island and how I don't know what I'm going to do with the channel. And then the second part of the dream, I was sitting in a chair, and on the news, everybody was going crazy, being like, everybody, the end times are here. You need to read the specific verse in the Bible to be saved. And you need to do this. And a bunch of people are praying to him, even though it was probably the Antichrist, or so I've been told. And then I was freaking out myself, in anxiety and in fear and in uncertainty. And when I looked over, my family was going into the basement. I stopped my mom and I said, "Wait, shouldn't we, worship till the sun rises?" And then she said, "But Wednesday is always workout night." And went downstairs. It almost seems a little nonsensical and all of that, and for a while I've been thinking those dreams pretty much mean the channel is too much and you need to back up from the channel, and that might be what the end times look like, so be careful, I guess, or work out. But I think I have gotten divine revelation recently for what those dreams mean through a service, and just through God's goodness and his planning, and I'd like to share that with all of you if you'd like. The first part of the dream, about me on my deathbed and focusing on the channel, it wasn't necessarily about the channel itself, but it kind of was. What I've thought of for it, which I feel like it's, I want to use my words carefully, because like I thought of it, but I didn't think of it, but it kind of showed up, but yeah. Anyways, it's that one should not try to run to forms of escapism to distract from your hurt or from God. Escapism is pretty dang prevalent in today's society, I'd say. Everywhere. Like, everywhere. Reading, writing, video games. Yeah, I know. Ooh, video games are escapism. Just Am I wrong? And the channel, for me, storytelling, dreams, even, they're all trying to escape, usually, the hurt and the pain that's going on right now. The stuff that you don't want to deal with right now. But you are, while doing that, kind of distracting yourself from God too, I'd say. So a challenge that I'm going to try to go to, and I challenge everybody willing to, is to try to at least notice when you're running to escapism in times of trouble, when infinitely the better option is to be running to God, because He'll provide that peace and that comfort. And then secondly, about the you need to read this specific verse in the Bible, and you got to be worshiping until the sun rises, as I was saying in the dream. But then my family kind of just being like, why would we do that? And I don't think it was ignorance. No. I think it was a pure wisdom, in a sense. In knowing that, well, that Jesus is enough. You should not ever try to earn your way into heaven, because you never will. You can't earn your way into heaven, no matter what good you do, no matter how many people you possibly, steer in the direction of God, even. No matter how many hours you serve in the church, no matter how many people you make smile, no matter how many views that video gets on the channel. You'll never earn your way into heaven, because the standard of getting to heaven is literally perfection. But the wonderful thing about that is that Jesus is enough. Jesus died for you, for me, for that perfection standard. So then you don't have to try to be perfect, because you're not. Now, is there some truth in, doing good things? Yes, of course. But what I've noticed for myself, at least, is that service and works should not be proactive for the love I've been given. As in, I shouldn't be I shouldn't be preemptively working and making music and making videos for the channel and all of that, so then I can earn the love, the divine, unexplainable, unending, pure love that Jesus has. I shouldn't be doing that so that I can earn that, because I can't. You can't earn His love. You can't earn salvation. It's not by works, but by faith alone. And instead, the channel stuff, music or videos, any of that should be a reaction. A reaction, not a proaction, a reaction to His life-changing love. Once again, check what I say, because I'm praying that all of what I'm saying is what God wants me to say. But I'm not perfect. And no matter what I do, no matter how many videos I make, no matter anything, it's never going to be enough for me to be perfect. Because Jesus has already done that for me. And nobody else could. Nobody else could. So, I guess just for that, the channel, I don't want it to turn into a form of escapism for myself. My projects, I don't want it to turn into that. I want it to be fun. and things that can that I can bless others with, and lift the name of God with. But I don't want it to turn into a form of escapism or a distraction from God. And on that, I don't also want the channel to be something that I feel like I have to do amazing, perfect at, and do this and this. No, stop. The channel is a reaction to his love, not a proaction to earn his love, because I'm not going to do that. He loves me and loves you, even while we were still sinners. Even while we were yet sinners, he sent his son to die for us. And if that isn't just the purest kind of love, I don't know what is. While we were spitting in his face, rejecting him to his very open arms, he died and said, "It is finished." So, anyways, the update portion of this video was not as, maybe this is where we bring back the hype music to talk about the hype stuff, because I do want to talk about it a little, and I know this is like 30-minute video, and I know it's, anyways, all of that. If there's still people watching, you already know this, and you still are here regardless, and thank you. So upcoming stuff for the channel, I really don't know. I'm gonna try to follow God's will with it all, because I know his will is the best thing that could ever happen. And I know that if I follow his will, then if I follow his will above my own, the channel will be the best it ever will be, probably. And that doesn't mean it's gonna get a bunch of subscribers or even a bunch of views, but it means it's gonna be serving his kingdom instead of serving my own desires. And I hope that that will stay true. Some projects that I'm working on recently, as you've been seeing, like the stuff for the Choice Haunt Hack, and even the recent Thanksgiving special music video, which I should probably stop doing Thanksgiving and holiday specials in general, just because I feel like that's kind of a, you need to meet this deadline, all that stuff. But anyways, I'm trying to work on some things with my friends to make some really fun stories and some really compelling stories to share with you all. But right now, we are very much in the thoughts and ideas and get the lore together phase. Right now, I might even try to throw up some concept pictures maybe you've even seen before, of just like the stuff we've been working on, some characters that I've been making. And I'm so excited for it. The main thing that's been running behind all of this is, funny enough, music. I've always loved music, and I think it is a God-given gift that I've been able to literally play any music at all. And I think I'd really like to use this music to build upon, to do whatever he wants, and to have fun, and to do just great things. The whole entire project that we're working on, I know it's in the building phases right now, but I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be really fun, and like I said, for other things, if it's in God's will, then it's going to be the best thing that it's going to be. So just some ideas, I guess, for it to I'm for some reason I just can't really think straight right now. I think it's just the craziness of everything, but I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited for the whole entire stuff of it all, and I hope you are all excited for it too. The whole entire idea of the Undertale plush series, of making every single Undertale plush, that's not happening. That's not happening. I'm so sorry, Undertale fans. But instead, not really as a replacement. Instead, this is kind of just a different path that I'm planning on taking, uh, and I pray that it's the right path. Um, that it's an Undertale inspired series, because of course it is. And that's where I'm going with a lot of them. Music. There's a lot of Undertale leitmotifs that I'm recontextualizing into new character themes. I'm even making some original character themes myself, the original ideas. Uh, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think there's so much creativity and so much freedom in the project, and I know that's not the thing that's going to make the channel amazing. I know it's going to be God. That's going to make the channel as good as it can be. But with God, there is freedom and there is creativity, because he is such a creative and awesome and artistic God. Man, I just can't wait. I can't wait. So, yeah. All that being said, I love you guys. I know that probably sounds cheesy, but I really do. So, thank you. Thanks for sticking with me. And yeah, see you when I see you. I'm so looking forward to these upcoming projects. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, for sticking with me, all who have. And I hope that the future is as bright as it seems right now, because if it is, we're in for some awesomeness. All right. See you guys. Jesus loves you.